Alrighty, thanks for watching. A little bit ago I did a review on the Springfield 1911 mil spec, and today we're going to take a look at how to disassemble it for cleaning and also how to take apart the mainspring housing. First thing we want to do as always is check the gun for safety, and you can see there is nothing in the mag well, and I'll rack it back real quick, and you can see nothing in the chamber, so we are good to go. You look down the barrel. Alright, first thing you're going to want to do is line up this little notch in the slide with slide lock lever, and then also on the back we're going to want to push this through. So we'll rack it back kind of about halfway, line up that notch and push it on out, and then just take it out and set it aside, and we can go ahead and release our slide. And then over here on the recoil spring plug, we're going to push that down and then slide our barrel bushing over like that. And then watch out when you take out this plug because it's under tension, so just kind of let it out slowly like that and set it down. And we can take our slide off of our frame, and we'll go ahead and take our guide rod and recoil spring out, set it over there. Then over here on our barrel bushing, we're going to want to flip it over like that, and it'll slide right on out, and then we can take our barrel out. And there we have it. That's pretty much all you need to do for field stripping and cleaning. Usually what I'll do is I'll go ahead and take off the grips. Well, I'll have it down like this. All it is just two flathead screws on either side, and they just pop right off. Pretty much self-explanatory, but I'll just go ahead and take those off, clean inside the mag well a little bit easier. And one thing you also want to make sure you don't do is don't drop this hammer while the slide's off. You don't want to dry fire it or anything, so stay away from the trigger. It's just not good to dry fire it when the slide's off of it. But anyways, to put it back together, it's pretty much the same way we took it off, just reverse order. Get your slide in your barrel, put your barrel back on in, just like that. And right here on this barrel link, you want to make sure it's all the way down. You don't want it up like that or kind of halfway. Make sure it's all the way down and touching the barrel and sitting right on top of there. Then we'll go ahead and get our barrel bushing, and you can see it has a little notch right there on it. You just want to drop it on in there, just like that, and then we'll slide it over. Go ahead and rotate it over, and take your guide rod and your recoil spring and put it on in there. And you'll notice here on the guide rod it's got like a little notch cut out of it. You want to make sure that's rotated over and resting on the barrel just like that, and so it looks like that. And also, of course, you want to make sure and keep that barrel length down. Then put your slide back on your frame like so, and then you can go ahead and take your recoil spring plug, put it back on, and then slide over your barrel bushing, lock in place, hit it like that, and you can rack your slide back. And in here you want to make sure those holes line up. There we go, that looks about right. That way you can put your slide lock back in. It'll just pop right in. Make sure that that notch is lined up with it, and there you go. And we'll fire it, check it for operation, make sure it operates good. Seems to be alright. Looks like we're good. And that's pretty much all you need to do for your regular cleaning. I wouldn't go into too much more. That's just your field strip is all you really need. And if you want to, just for the heck of it, if you want to go ahead and take apart your mainspring housing, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that. First thing you want to do is get your rubber band and put it around your grip safety here. And you want to get it around a couple times, make sure it's good and tight. You don't want this coming, having that slide release, or not slide release, the grip safety. You don't want to have that release while you're taking it apart. So what we'll do to check is just go ahead and cock the hammer back, and without touching the grip safety, I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger, and it's good. That tells me if the safety is activated or not. So we're good there. Just make sure this doesn't come off, and you should be fine. Next, we're going to go ahead and cock the hammer back like that, and then with the gun, it comes with a little takedown pin in your little bag with your key and everything else. You'll go ahead and on the back here, I showed you in the review how to lock it. It's got an internal locking mechanism. Just make sure it's unlocked and those two holes are on top of each other, and then that hole above the locking hole, you just put your takedown pin in there, and just make sure it doesn't come out. Then slowly we're going to release our hammer all the way down to into the fire position, and you'll see it'll put some tension on this takedown pin. Next, what we want to do is we want to get a punch and kind of drive out this little retaining pin right there. Go ahead and drive it out. So get our punch and just kind of pop it out. You may have to put a little something extra in there just to get it to come all the way out like that, and it'll pop right on out. We'll go ahead and take this, put it over there off to the side, that way we don't lose it. And then after you do that, you can go ahead and slide out your mainspring housing, and there it is. Next, what you want to do, it's easier if you have a vise or something to hold it steady while you do this, but I don't have too much problem with it without it. Just get you something, either like an Allen wrench or a screwdriver or something with a flat kind of rounded head like this is, and push in this little retaining deal. You just want to push that in, and then take out, let's see if you can get y'all to see it. Push that in, and then take out that takedown pin like that, and then be careful when you let it out, 'cause it's got a lot of tension on it, and then just slowly let it on out, and then you can take your spring and retaining cap out, and there it is. Like I said, just the field strip is good enough for your everyday cleaning. I really wouldn't do too much more to it, but just so you know, this is how you do it. And then putting it back is easy, just the same way we did. Go ahead and push this down. And hold it, and put in your takedown pin. Make sure it gets all the way in there, like that. And when you take a look in here, you can see it's actually just holding that retaining cap back. And next we want to put it back on, and you have a little pin back here. You can see it right in there. You want to make sure this is all the way leaned back. That way it can go into that retaining cap. And what you usually have to end up doing is turning your gun upside down, and then putting in the mainspring housing. It'll just slide right in there into the grooves, and make sure it's leaned back, that way that pin goes in there like that, and line up your holes down there. We're good. Then take your retaining pin, put it in, and usually it just takes a couple little taps with it. 1, 2, there we go. And then you might need to drive it in the rest of the way, and you'll kind of hear it click in like that. And there we go. Now we can cock our hammer back, full cock position, and then take out our takedown pin, and we'll go ahead and check it, make sure everything's good. And we are good. And we'll take off our rubber band. And there you have it. That's how you take it apart and field strip it. Like I said, I just stick with the field stripping to clean it. That's good enough. Really don't need to mess with that, but like I said, just for the heck of it, if you feel like you need to, went ahead and showed you how to do it. But anyways, thanks for watching. Be sure and like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and check out my other videos. And if you have any questions or anything, leave me a comment below. And until next time, have fun and stay safe out there.